All right, guys. It's August 13th, I believe. Yeah, it's August 13th today. Tons and tons of stuff going on. A lot of what I'd like to talk about is advice that I'm trying to get myself to keep. Something that's been very apparent to me that I feel like is making businesses win right now is just doing something different than their competitors. Like, just think about it the simplest form. What are you doing that's different than your competitor? It doesn't have to be, how is your service different? It doesn't have to be, how is your product so much tastier or better, or how much better of a plumber or whatever it may be that you are. It can also be the way that you are doing your marketing and communication. What are you doing different to stand out from your competitors? So I think about, how am I doing that at Thirst? One, I think all the way back to the beginning, free popcorn. I think I've been thinking of this in its simplest form for forever. What can we do that's different? How are we gonna stand out for forever? So I did free popcorn at all the stores. Then I decided to become way more popular and relevant on what's currently popping, which is social media platforms, than the competitors. I feel like that's number two that I'm pushing on really hard. And I'm thinking of new ways right now that, how can I do things different? How can I change it up? Because those are two examples of how I'm doing it in my business. But ultimately, I think what takes it from, dang, that was pretty great, to, holy cow, that changed the game, is something totally different. And so I'm not content with free popcorn. I'm not content with providing a better experience at Thirst than other places. I am obsessed right now with coming up with something that is going to change the game. I've had ideas. I've thought, hey, why don't we make a entire documentation TV series about our business and document the business? That could be cool. Hey, what if I add slices of pizza to the menu and become a drive-through pizza shop powered by Thirst? Like, nothing's out of the question. What can I do on e-commerce? How can I sell vouchers for my brick and mortar store using Facebook ads or influencers to create a whole new way of sales? There's got to be something. And so that's what I'm thinking right now. And I think, yeah, I've done it on these small scales, but if you look at people that are changing the game, and if you really are trying to double down on what's working well, doing something different, whether or not it ends up being right, is the way. And the reason I'm saying whether or not it ends up being right is because 2 days ago, I just knew for a fact it was the right move to close down my ghost kitchen I've been working on. I closed Thirst Underground. I've been working on Thirst Underground and been pumped about this idea for like 6+ months. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna sell everything through pickup or delivery. It's going to be in this weird town. It doesn't matter. We're such good marketers. We can get everyone there. Didn't work. Yeah, could it maybe work if I had more time to put into it and I really wanted to double down on it? Yeah. But also, I don't really care shutting it down. Like, I think everyone knows my intent, which is provide the best experience possible. And when I go in there and be like, hey guys, this didn't work out right now, we honestly just don't have the bandwidth and staffing to do it, and we should be putting focus into other areas. Yeah. I don't care. Like, I tried something different. No one's doing a ghost kitchen. Let me try doing a ghost kitchen. For me, it really didn't work. I'm going to move on to the next thing. And I've got a bunch of stuff up my sleeve, but doing it different. I want to make sure it makes sense to other people outside of Thirst too. Like, when I'm saying doing it different, I'm thinking, you're a camera guy that has an Instagram like no one else. You're a plumber that has a podcast. You're a business that is having all their employees, is one of my ideas, having all their employees wear the same uniform of like the most poppin' relevant brand. Do something different. I'm talking to myself right now because I want to stand out, do something different, because I know that's where all the delta is of great to game changing. So I'm pumped. I'm working on that right now. I'm stressed the hell out because there's a lot of shit going on. I'm stressed out, but it's not going anywhere. And honestly, I've decided it's the best stress of all time. Like, I can handle it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm making these decisions about these new locations and deciding what's going to be the best move for cash flow in this business, like growing this fast. Yeah, you got to make sure there's enough money in the account. And ultimately, after that, I'm trying to get to a place where like these decisions don't matter that much. Like, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter as much as other things to like one singular business decision. This is a game. I don't say this is a game in that I don't take it seriously and don't value people's salaries, well-beings, basically whole life. We're talking about what someone does all day, every day. On a lot of my teams right now, all they do is work. And I'm not saying that's not a big deal, but what I'm saying is the impact of one singular decision about something that I'm stressing about a lot of the times just doesn't matter. it really just ultimately doesn't matter. Like, do what you can and then just play the game. Like, you're supposed to lose sometimes. It's supposed to get really hard sometimes. And so my mantra to myself today is just that it probably doesn't matter. This is what I'm telling myself right now is make sure we're good and the really big important areas after that, and then just be nice and do what you know is probably right. And with good intent, I think you can't go too wrong. And so that's how I'm talking to myself about my business anxiety right now. But it's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun. And I think the next couple months are going to be some of the most pivotal months of all time. Stepping into a couple new stores that have popped up out of nowhere, and it's about to get crazy. I'm excited you guys are here. Thanks for listening.